What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video. This is the war that we had against Poetic Darkness, the ex-modding clan. A lot of guys that have familiar names over there that you might know, seen around. Some even from ex-OneHive members, got a random matchup with them. Pretty much even matchup, and did come out on bottom on this one. It's not as bad as it looks. Really, they had a good war. We struggled with our Town Hall 9s. Had to dip down several attacks, which has sort of been out of the ordinary lately. And it really caused us not have enough attacks to go around on the Town Hall 10s, but did a pretty good job. I mean, did get a 3-star on their top of Town Hall 11, 2-star the rest of them, and then some of these Town Hall 9, or Town Hall 10 attacks, excuse me, were so close. 86, 87, 91, and 99. So, just a little bit more of a break, or maybe a few more attacks to go around up there, and we would have had a chance at it, but just didn't play in our favor this time. Not our best war for sure. But we got some nice attacks to show. Obviously, we're going to show that number 1 getting 3-star Executioner, 85, going in with the air attack. I was really happy to see this, a mass air attack, just a Laloon on Town Hall 11. I mean, they had these air defense super exposed, pulled out to the sides here, drops the queen in for one of them, the king in for the other one, and from there, it's just, that's that. I mean, takes out 2 air defenses and then goes with the lava hounds you'll see coming in there, trying to get into these inferno towers as quick as possible. Nice use of those loons right there in that haste spell to get them on top of it, just enough to take it out, and then closing in onto those second 2 air defenses. Obviously, the Eagle Artillery is a big factor in this attack, so here in just a moment, you'll see the free spell come down. But with the Warden, all those minions coming in, the balloons coming in, having the ability to freeze that up and to use that Warden's ability to protect all of those balloons was just overwhelming for a base that had no air defense and now no Inferno towers left. So pretty nice attack from Executioners, not what you're used to seeing at Town Hall 11, so I thought it was definitely one to show. I enjoyed it. I'm sure you guys do too. You see the minions in the back cleaning up really, really quickly. Still a wad of balloons up. A couple of wizard towers there, which can cause some problems for sure, because those maxed out wizard towers are nasty for a group of balloons. But there is a lava hound in there still doing some tanking. Some pups are coming in. The warden's there. Finally, warden does go down right there. But that is pretty much it. One archer tower left, goes down pretty quick, and that's the 3-star. Excellent job to Executioner. I believe that is actually making Mo money, so really good job there. All right, moving on to some Town Hall 10 action. We will show Duce taking out their number 17, doing it with just a good old-fashioned Go Vaho. I like it. Comes at it, let's see, I think from the top side here. Yeah, Wizard's going down on the top there, taking out the army camp. Queen's down. That's just a funnel creation up top, and now she's going to be moving in. Here in just a moment, you'll see after those wizards go down. You want to make sure those wizards got taken out so that they didn't peel off and get the healers didn't peel off and get on those wizards. I've seen it happen. I've even had it happen to me on a farming attack, not necessarily in a war attack, and it's not fun because they can keep a wizard up pretty long if you get them on top of them. So good patience there by Duce. Takes out a few of the trash buildings and now starts in with some defenses. Here comes the CC lure, just throwing a few hogs in there, pulling all of that out. Obviously has the poison spell, going to drop it down right on top of those minions. They're going to go down pretty quickly here. Starts ramping up and boom, they're gone. And now the balloon gets into poison, slows it way down, gives the queen time to take out to that archer tower, then turn her focus onto it, and now it's gone. So everything's setting up here. You see the jump spell going down up top, just dropping the king, the Valks, everything going in. Obviously, the jump spell is going to let them right in all the way to that Inferno tower. It's going to go down relatively quickly, and he does have the freeze for the backside Inferno tower. Now, the CC troops were not completely lured out, and really he has nothing for those minions there. Just the poison, and not the best poison ever, but did grab a few of them, but they are putting some damage onto those Valks. There's the freeze on the backside, the second jump. That's going to allow the Valks to clear this core out and then hopefully get towards that Inferno tower. They do tend to go too far away, some of them, and start beating on the wall with that king. But some of them do come on down and start targeting. Unfortunately, they get away from the Inferno tower, just start targeting X-bows, everything but the Inferno tower. King finally brings it in and gets over there to it and takes care of it as the hogs come in from the backside, cleaning up just around the outside. The queen's still up with her healers, so she's looking good. The king actually does not get the Inferno tower down. Very close with that giant bomb. I think it's a double bomb set there. It's hard to tell where he's standing, but I think a double bomb set there. The Inferno tower, some of those point defense are just a little bit too much. But look at these minions still running around that didn't get lured out. I mean, there's no telling how much damage those did over the course of the attack. Only a couple of healers left, and the queen is getting super, super low. You'll see right here how close it actually came. He did hold on to her ability, though, and has a healer left to try to give her a little bit of juice as she comes back to the fight. Pops her ability. It's going to heal her up some. Healer's going to continue to heal her up, and that's also going to let her get through that wall quickly enough to get to this Expo and Archer Tower and get the 3-star. Close one, but got the job done. All right, on to some Town Hall 9 action. There were some excellent Town Hall 9 attacks, even though on the overall struggled a bit. Here's a nice double zap quake dragon attack from Khal Drogo. You'll see here in just a moment, going to drop in the zap quakes on the 2 left air defenses there. Just take those out. Doesn't want to deal with them. Boom, boom. They are gone. A couple of minions just create part of the funnel here. And then he's going to come in with his air attack towards the top. He does have his king and queen. Obviously, they're going to come in on the right side with some wall breakers to get into that compartment on the right side air defense. So really, his only worry is his top air defense, and he does have that Lava Hound in the CC. There was a Troll Tesla up there, I believe. Lava Hound in the CC to tank for that Inferno Tower, or Inferno Tower, to tank for that air defense up top. So that goes down relatively quickly because of all the bombs and stuff it attracted there. But the queen's going down. The dragons are all closing in. That air defense is down now. And now it's just about that one on the right side. And as you can see, he's got his king taking out that Trail Tesla. Or was it, I don't know if those were Teslas or those were builder huts. I can't remember. Either way, coming from the right side, wall breaker is going to open up that wall right there, and that's going to allow them to go right in, take out that last air defense. It is getting some shots off on some of his air troops there on dragons and baby dragon and whatnot, but eventually they do get in, take it out, and now it's just about those dragons taking out the rest of the base. Has quite a few dragons left, as you'll see. Obviously, some air traps doing some pretty good damage to them, but as the queen closes in, grabs a few defenses, we'll ×2 it here, because dragons tend to move a little slow, but he's got plenty for the task. All the way down to the bottom. Only one Archer Tower left to worry about. And as they close in, take it out, that is the 3-star. Excellent attack by Khal Drogo. All right. Dropping down quite a few here. Let's check out 29, Cruising Fusion. Someone was asking me, and I think it was in a stream the other day, like, hey, Jake, why does no one just use Goho anymore? Well, here you go. Stone Goho. One you might not have seen in a while. Bringing in does have bowlers in the CC, but that's just pretty much meta at this point at Town Hall 9. Everybody brings bowlers in the CC. So comes over here with his golems, drops them down, wizards to create the funnel, wall breakers to open everything up. And from there, he is going to send in that 3rd golem right up the middle, followed up with the CC bowlers, the king, the queen, everything going to the core. The jump spells to let him in. Going to get 2 air defenses, going to get both sweepers, and going to get that queen all important there, and the CC troops, obviously. So setting everything up for the push into the base here. Nice heavy on the kill squad. Really wants to get a lot of value for that. Takes out the CC troops. Once those clear out, everything starts pushing into the base. There you see the 1st air defense going down. Moving over towards that enemy queen already, which also happens to be standing right next to the 2nd air defense. Once that goes down, well, I'm talking about air defense here. This is a Goho. Sorry, guys. Air attacks on the mind here. For some reason, there's a lot of air attacks this war. Air defense had nothing to do with it, but coming through, taking out, what could potentially be giant bomb areas, taking out the queen, taking out the king, which is always an overlooked asset to take out when you're talking about a ground attack. He's not like the queen where you can just completely bust your raid, but it makes a big difference. So that's a bonus in there. And then you see some giant bombs going off as well. Plus, it's a huge section of the base clear. But also what I wanted to point out on this one was look at how we talked about it in the cleanup video. He sent a small group of hogs to go in at an angle where there's a potential double giant bomb spot. And yes, those hogs got wiped out, but it wasn't the entirety of his hogs. His hogs got wiped out on the bottom. He still had plenty of hogs left over on the top, coming through and closing in on this last defense. Now, it does get pretty close here, down to the last hog going down, but he has his queen up, has her ability up still, and gets the job done. He gets the 3-star. So, again, took out a huge section of the base, went with that extra little bit of push from his CC kill squad, all of that to get into the base a little bit deeper, and allowed his hogs to clean up just sort of on the backside. Turned out there were some giant bombs over there, but he did deploy smartly, so we got the job done. Sorry for the mistake there, thinking everything was an air attack this time. I don't know why. We had a lot of air attacks. All right, Asterix. going in on number 30. This was just kind of a grab bag attack. I mean, he's got Valks, he's got some balloons, he's got some hogs, he's got bowlers in the CC, he's got a baby dragon, he's got healers for his queen. He's got a little bit of everything going on, so I thought it was a kind of a fun attack just to throw out there. This base actually reminds me of a base I used a long time ago. Like the Town Hall is switched a little bit, but it's very, very similar. The way the queen set up with the Tesla over there and all that. But anyways, comes in from the top with the queen, funnels her down, pushing her towards the enemy queen, obviously. Wants to get down there, take her out, and the CC troops are clearly going to come out as well once she gets in range there. So she's got sort of full duty. This is one of those bases where they try to get you to get overwhelmed before you're ready for it. Just always be ready for it. When you have the CC and the queen, just know that that whole area is trapped. You know, when they're leaving the CC to you that easily, they want your queen to get overwhelmed. So get that rage down early. Go ahead and pop that queen's ability. Get that poison spell down, and everything's going to be fine. Because once the queen goes down, the CC troops go down, it doesn't matter what's there. You're going to be okay. King coming on the left side, dealing with that Tesla right there. Everything's sort of closing in. There's the second Tesla again. This whole area just trapped. So what they're wanting to try to do is get you into an overwhelming situation for your queen or for whatever little kill squad you've got coming in there. But nicely done by Asterix. There's the bowlers. There's the Valks coming in. There's the jump spell. So huge kill squad coming in right here with Valks and bowlers and all that. The healer's still working. Really has the ability to get deep into this base, do a lot of tanking. You see the hogs are still in the bag. There are 11 hogs with a heal spell and a couple of loons. Some more wizards, all kinds of. There you see double giant bomb sets going off. That's the goal of the whole thing. Getting in there, making it safe for the hogs to come in on the backside and do the cleanup. So between the bowlers, the queen, they're in there still taking out defenses that are just, you know, potential giant bomb setups. You know that the hogs sort of wrapping around the outside are relatively safe. And you see he does not deploy them all. And also loons coming in up top, taking out that wizard tower up there, just cutting down the distance these hogs have to travel. And there is the last few hogs meeting up with the remaining hogs, dropping the heal spell and taking out those last few defenses. Really didn't mean to pause that. Really a nice attack there by Asterix, I thought. He really got a lot of value for everything that he brought there, so good job. All right, one more, and we will wrap this one up. Let's see, all the way down to 36. Looking at Hassan. Is that how you say that? Hassan? One of those two. Just going to go ahead and throw out a nice HGHB. Haven't seen one. I mean, we've seen them. I just haven't showed one in a while. So I thought I would throw one of those down for you guys. Giants going down. Heaters onto the Giants. There you see the baby dragon creating the funnel. A couple of hogs going in, taking out this distracted defense. I thought that was good use of hogs right there. Giants get through that first layer of walls. Here comes the bowlers. Obviously, the healer's still keeping those Giants moving forward, keeping them up for the most part. The queen's on the outside there, and his queen is going to start walking here. Most of everything goes into the core. Bowler steps out. The queen finally does pull back in there. It was almost a bad situation, but the queen being on the outside of that wall, this is a tricky setup on that base because it actually does pull some of those troops to try to start beating on that wall and get through it, and they end up beating the junction wall out right there. So they can go outside, they can go inside, but there's more buildings on the outside, so a lot of troops move up towards the top there, including the queen. But his giants, his king, his bowlers, they tend to stick with the healers down there and move towards the bottom, which is pretty good, and actually pretty good split on his troops right here because the queen's sort of handling her own up there, takes out the king, starts dealing with the town hall, etc. And now the hogs start coming in on the backside. You see those giants really still doing a lot of tanking. Unfortunately, the healers are over there healing a completely full health king instead of taking care of these giants right there, which are right next to, which I thought was kind of strange in this attack, but is what it is. Queen is getting super, super low up top. Still has a few more hogs he can send in here, and again, those giants are still tanking for a few more moments till they go down there. Queen finally steps out of range, so she just barely escapes death. So that's his king's ability, and again, those healers sticking tight to that king. They want to keep him up. Hogs on the backside over here, has a heal spell for him right there, drops it down. Not a whole lot of point defense on him, just some splash damage here, and that heal obviously can keep those hogs going through that splash damage, even though there's just a few hogs there. No big deal. King closing in on this X-bow, and now at least doing some nice tanking for the remaining hogs here. The queen's wrapping back around. She's cleanup duty, but at least she is helping with cleanup because she got so close to dying before she could. But right there, last defense goes down, and that is going to be straight up cleanup, 3-star for Hassan. Very nice attack. All right, guys, that is it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Here's the stats on this one. There you go, 30-35. Pretty close on percentage. Again, pretty close war. Just again, struggled a little bit on the early game, and it bit us in the end on the late. Hope you guys liked the video. Until next time, Jake from OneHive doing my best to help you guys suck less.